new video in the channel, and this video is about what I'm bringing to Camino de Santiago de Compostela. I will be walking. It's the video that I will do is the video. The walk that I will do is two walks. The first one is classified as Via de Piemonte, and you go. It starts in Narbonne, it goes all the way to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. Narbonne, Carcasonne, Bessières, Toulouse, and from Toulouse goes to Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. That's the first one. It's 500 kilometers or 310 miles. I don't know. I didn't make the math. I just remember that I did it earlier. And also from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, it starts the Camino Francés. But this is a controversy because Spanish people from Spain, says that the Camino Francés is the first one, and from Roncesvalles to Santiago de Compostela is the Camino Español. But everywhere you go looking for information, it says Camino Francés, just so you know. But I will be doing that Camino. I will call it Camino de Santiago. Now, I will show you everything that I will pack first, and then after that, I will tell you exactly. I'm shaky today. Hold on. Okay. I'm a little bit shaky, I don't know why. I'm tired. I will show you what I'm bringing, and then we go to a different location to talk on the why. Why I'm bringing this, why I'm not bringing anything else, and blah, blah, blah. And there is a lot of things that are really interesting because it's completely different from every other person that I've seen in YouTube. So, stay. Now, let's change it. I forgot to say it, but after seeing everything that I will bring, and we'll go to a different location, we also will be talking about the budget. So, stay tuned for that. Now, of course, important thing, the watch is a Garmin Instinct Solar. This I will be using for the entire Camino to record everything there, like the steps and the kilometers, and also the maps. Really important. I will have to actually prepare the map. So let's see everything else. Of course, also this, but that's for later. Now, for the backpack is the same backpack that I bring for the other experience in Torres del Paine. If you didn't see it, there is a playlist. I will put it here so you can see it. There's the same backpack. It's 65 liters, way too much for most people. It's way too much. Just so you know. This is a sleeping mat. It's inflatable, but also has like a little bit of cushion. So. This one, I'm also bringing it. What you don't see here is I will buy a tent and a cooking set. So imagine it here and here. It's not here because I didn't receive it yet, but I have to buy it and receive it before I go. This is for the sleeping mat. And talking about this is the lightweight nature hike sleeping bag. It weighs 400 grams. The tent is also ultralight tent, and this is compactable. It's a 25-liter backpack that fits in this small thing. All of that fits in here. Then, this connection for at least 3 so you can charge your devices. In my case, I have a few, not too much. That's a good thing. Hat for the heat. Thermos to keep the water cool, as cool as possible. This hot water bladder, something like that. I don't know the name, but basically you put this in your bag when you have pain. I did have a little bit of pain on my hip, like the last week. So just in case I'm bringing it, it doesn't weigh anything. These are the shoes that I will be using. I'm not sure about this one yet. Maybe I will change it for just slippers, just so you know. but this is for going into a river or the water. I don't know if I will actually be swimming in a river or not. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure about this one. Now, hiking sandals right here, but they are really used. So for the most part, when it's not like a mountain or going up or going down, that would be good. But I'm pretty sure they will get destroyed before I finish the Camino. Just so you know, I also have it in consideration, that. And last but not least, on the shoes, these are the Merrell shoes with Gore-Tex. And this is a controversial one. We'll talk about that later. Now, with this line done, we're moving to the extras. So, for the cloth, this is a second layer. This is a second layer that comes with this jacket. This jacket is waterproof and windproof. I don't know if to be honest, these two may be too much, just so you know, but it doesn't weigh anything. And in case of extreme heavy rain, I already see the weather, and there will be heavy rain, at least a few days, especially around the Pyrenees. So I want to have this one. This one, like, to be honest, for when it's too hot, this is too much. Most likely I will not use it that much, to be honest. You can use this one, it gets completely wet and also dries immediately. But it's one of those things that it doesn't weigh too much, so I'd rather have it and not need it. Now, this rain pants, extremely lightweight, from Decathlon, the cheapest ones, is perfect. I use them in Torres del Paine, and it's absolute perfection. Like, you don't need more than that. And if it's extreme cold, which I doubt because it's the middle of the summer, but just in case, I also have the first layer. This is the first layer that I will be using as a base. Only with that, you use this one first, like underwear, this one, and that one, and that's it. You don't need anything else. Now, again, this doesn't weigh anything, so it doesn't matter. Pants for hiking, only two. These two, and that's it. This one will be the pants that I will be using in the Camino every single day because they're more comfortable. These ones are for after the shower. I use this one for after the shower, go to sleep, and the next day I use the exact same one. Talk about that later. Now, for shirts, only two. This one and this one. These are the dry fast ones, like for sports basically. And I have two pair of socks. I will buy another one, two more. So it will be 4 pair of socks. Then the buff, just in case, it doesn't weigh anything, so it doesn't matter. And the quick dry towel. Now this also water bottle here to have more accessible. And I will have a plastic bag, a plastic bottle, just to have an extra water for different parts. Also for making the mix for the hydrolytes. This one is where the cloth goes. This one, this, like that one maybe, not sure. That one, all goes here, and this is also my pillow. So underwear, everything, all the clothes goes here, and then I use it as a pillow. Then this, of course, sunglasses, my normal glasses, because I use glasses for when I'm editing the videos. This is the reference for the first aid kit, which actually will be a bigger bag, like a Ziploc bag, with the medicaments, but red color, so you see it. This is for the knees. I already use it, amazing, and they're perfect and beautiful, and highly recommended, because it's an extreme experience. So you want to have that just so you can use it. And this is for washing clothes. It weighs nothing, really. It weighs nothing, and it comes with 40 leaves, and it's perfect. I already been using it, and it's absolutely amazing. And because it weighs nothing and use almost no space, it's awesome. And of course, this is not the one that I will be using. A friend let me use it so I can show it, but he will actually give me another pair. So yeah. And of course, what I completely forgot to mention is the electric pouch. In this case, I'm using it for now for the soap and shampoo and that kind of things, but it will be for electrics only. And I will be using for shampoo and soap something that is 100% natural. That's the idea. I have to find it. I didn't find it yet. Now, let's go to the different location so we can talk. Especially because I'm bringing a tent. I'm bringing these shoes, but I don't have the trail runners. I only have those ones, so that's a controversy. And I bring a sleeping bag -1, which makes no sense, but I will talk about it later. So let's go to later. Now, crazy hot today. One of the things that you have to consider is the weight that you will be carrying. You need to carry that much. A lot of people carry their fears, as they say, like just in case I want to have 5 pairs of pants, and it happens to everyone. It happens to my friend Alonso in the trip to Torres del Paine in Chile, and it was carrying like 6 pairs of shorts, and 3 of them or 2 was like jeans. Weights a lot. Jeans weight a huge amount of weight extra that make no sense, and it's also not comfortable for walking. So in this case, what you want to do is to carry 1 pant that you will be using the entire day, sweating like crazy, because anyway you will be sweating. That's inevitable. So you will sweat. So don't worry about it. Don't just use the same at the end. It's not a fashion show, so it doesn't matter. You use one shirt. In this case, no shirt at all. It's from Howard, so it's transparent. One shirt, 1 pant, and the socks you change it depending on the shoes. That's the next subject. So in this case, you don't need to use a huge amount of weight, a huge amount of clothes that will add weight to your backpack. Just with that, you're good. 1 set for walking and 1 set of clothes for when you take a shower, so you have clean clothes to use. Because at the end, you will feel like basically like a homeless person. Like you will be dirty all the time, you will be sweaty all the time, you will be maybe smelling all the time. So of course, at the end of the day, you take a shower. At the end of the hike, you take a shower, and you put clean clothes, and that way you feel fresh. And now, that's one thing. Second, why I'm using a tent make no sense, but I want to make it with a tent. Basically, when I was searching for information about the Camino, a lot of times I find that everyone stays in the albergues, everyone, because in reality, wild camping is not allowed. I'm not planning on doing wild camping. I used to be a scout, so I'm extremely careful with the camping. And in this case, my plan is to go to the albergues, to the municipal albergues, but ask them if I can put the tent somewhere. Because in reality, I'm doing it in July and August, which is crazy high season, and it's crazy hot. So a lot of people will want to have the bed, and I don't need to have the bed. So in this case, I'm bringing the tent. I can sleep comfortable. Also, like for too much snoring and things like that, it happens a lot. I can have the tent somewhere outside, and don't worry about it. Also, for ventilation, for cross breeze, and just awesome. And I love camping, so if I have the opportunity, I just go for it and do it. Now, do you need to do it? It depends on you. Depends on what you want to do and how you want to do the Camino. Because in this case, everyone's Camino is their own. It's your decision how you do it. So in this case, the tent for me is also like just in case I'm doing the Via de Piemonte. And from what I read, I try to find information in YouTube. There is no information on YouTube. There is not a lot of videos. So, and especially, like what I'm reading the most is there is a lot. It's growing, slowly it's growing. It's getting a little bit more popular, not too much. So more albergues are appearing now. More albergues are appearing now. But also that means that there is not a lot of albergues or places to stay, and not every station that you will be staying at, like stage 1, stage 2, blah blah blah. The end of the walk for the day, not necessarily will have a municipal albergue, and I don't have the budget to pay a huge amount of money for albergues. That's also the reason why I have a tent. I can go to someone's farm or someone's garden and ask them, hey, can I put the tent there just for one night? It will be from 6 p.m. to 4 in the morning, and that's it. I'm taking the tent after that. Because I'm starting the Camino, I will wake up at 4, eat breakfast, and then at 5, start walking. Because I want to skip the heat wave. That's another tip for you. If you're planning on doing the Camino in summer, avoid the heat wave. And that's how you avoid it. You start early in the morning. That way, by the time the heat wave hits, you can be somewhere here like that, under the shadow. And also, if you can wash clothes, you have more time to get the clothes dry. Also, and about the shoes, this is an important one, because when I ask for the shoes, like, hey, I'm looking for waterproof shoes, what do you recommend? And everyone, like, I'm doing the Camino around July, and everyone was, it was divided. A lot of people were, oh, no use it this summer, you will not need to use the shoes, waterproof shoes. It's like, no, do it, it will be too much sweat and you will ruin your feet and all of that, which is true. But there was also a lot of people, bro, I use Gore-Tex shoes all the time, waterproof shoes, it was amazing, and didn't have a single blister. Also true. So what is the difference? It's how you approach the situation. In this case, if you're using waterproof shoes, in this case with Gore-Tex, mine are Merrell, of course it will be too much heat, the heat will be hitting the feet will be sweating, and there will be not a lot of moisture coming out, of course. But you also have moments to rest. And in those moments to rest, you go and change the shoes. That's why I'm bringing 4 pairs of socks. I start with one, I make a pause, maybe I want to drink a coffee, I have my cooking setup, so if I want a coffee, I prepare myself a coffee, and that's it. I don't have to worry about it. Also, budget saving. You can make your own coffee along the Camino. And in this case, I just take the opportunity for a rest, for a quick break, and I take my socks off. I put them in the back of the backpack so it get dry, and I put a new one, and that's it. And I can use three. I can use 3 for the Camino, and after the shower or the cleaning, just use the 1 pair of shoes, 1 pair of socks, and I clean everything else, and that's it. And the more because the blisters have come, and the problem with the feet comes when you sweat too much, the feet is humid, and the friction between, in this case, the shoe, let's say this is the shoe and the feet, because you're walking and it is doing like that, and that with the soft skin makes the blister come. Now, it's not the only pair of shoes that I'm bringing. I'm actually bringing those ones. So you don't need to have like just that pair. In this case, I already have these ones. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm not make out of money, so like, I'm not going to waste it. But in the case, let's say you bring a trail runners, and in the case that you bring those trail runners and it starts raining, your feet go wet, and if the feet go wet, blisters, for sure, blisters and problems. And it could be like a huge blister, just so you know, like it could be really big. So in this case, that's why I'm bringing the waterproof shoes. Also, like for the climb, like in the mountains or coming down, you want to have a good pair of shoes for that, for sure. Whatever you decide, for sure you need to have it. And in this case, for me, it's that pair of shoes, and just change the socks more, and that's it. And I dry it as I'm walking. And budget, that's important one. My budget is really low, but I'm keeping it like that as in purpose. Like it's not like you have to keep it like that. I'm keeping it like that. So the normal budget for the Camino de Santiago is, you have to consider albergues. Albergues cost between 12 and 15 euros, give or take. Could be 20 if you do it in July and August, I don't know. But around that number. Then you have the Peregrinos menu. From what I've seen, a lot of people is saying like around 14 euros. Say 15, just as sometimes it's less, but around 15. And you also need the extra. You want to have dinner, you want to have a beer or wine or whatever you want to have, or snacks along the Camino. So the budget for the Camino in general is 50 euros for day. 50 euros for a day, and you have the budget for the Camino comfortable. Now, if you don't want to use the municipal albergue and you want to stay in a private one, maybe we'll go higher, but in general also is around 15, so give or take is the same number. Now, my budget for food is 100 euros for food for the whole month. It will be 2 months of walking, because I will start from Narbonne all the way to Santiago de Compostela, and then to Muxia, and from Muxia to Finisterra. So it will be around 1,500 kilometers. So of course, my budget, I will keep it as 100 euros per month. It will be 2 month walk. And because I will buy the food that I need around for maybe the 2 next weeks, like couscous and vegetables and like dry soy meat and like things like that I can cook, or tuna fish or whatever. But I can carry it because my backpack, I'm calculating the total amount, including the food and the water, will be around 9 kilos. So it's way more than fine. I was doing 15 kilograms of weight in Torres del Paine. It was way too much. So 9 kilos is more than enough. Like, it's actually like I came to Europe with 10 kilos in the backpack, and it was more than fine. So in this case, that's the calculation. I have to actually weight it, and you will know it in the first video. When I'm going to the Camino, I will let you know how much is the weight of the backpack. For now, I'm calculating around, like, including food and the water, including that, it will be around 8 or 9 kilos. If I take the water out, it will be around, if I take the food and the water out, it will be around 5 or 6. And if I put all of that, it will be like around 4 kilos extra, so around 9 kilos. But it's food and water. The water, you're consuming it along the Camino, so that weight goes low immediately. And also the food. So along the Camino, you can refill, because along there is supermarkets and marketplaces, so you have opportunities for that. You don't need to like actually carry that much food. In this case, what are the planning that I'm doing is see the stages that I will be stopping and see if there is supermarkets there, and I will have it writing down. So supermarket here, yes. Supermarket here, no. And that way I know if I can supply for that day and the day before, so I don't need to carry that much weight either. For example, that's a good way of preparing for the Camino. And to keep it low budget, that for me is really important. Because my idea is that keep doing the adventures. So that's kind of the plan. Not taking any decisions before the Camino finished. And of course, as always, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, because that's a huge help. Also, it's a huge help for allowing me to do the Camino. So subscribe to the channel, it's completely free, and it will be a huge help. So definitely subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you're planning on doing the Camino, if you ever done it, if you have any recommendations, if you ever done hiking for multiple days, let me know. Every detail, everything that you want to let me know, please, in the comments, so that way I know. And follow me on social media, links in the description. And see you for the next video. The next video should be, I have to buy the tent, so it should be going to the Camino. I'm right there. If not, it will be talking about the map, like showing you the Camino that I will do and how long it will take. So, but it should be going. So it's right there.